Hello everybody, what is going on? And welcome back to the final episode of our Road to Glory career mode. I hope I find you all so well indeed. That's right, we've got one more game to go and it's the Champions League final. The first time Forest Green Rovers have made it here. Are we able to win it on the first time of asking? That's the question. Well, today, whatever happens, we will also be rounding up how we've got on in the series. Sadly, I'm not sure there's enough time for me to make like a whole video around it and show you the best goals of the series. FIFA 21 is, as I will be giving you guys this Champions League final literally tomorrow. So I still have this video to go and over 20 games to play in the My Player career mode. Let's just say time is very tight along with me having to work as well. So yeah, this will be it today. Whatever the result of this Champions League final, the journey we've been on here with Forest Green Rovers has been an incredible one. We've taken them from League 2 to Premier League champions along the way. Solano's been here for the journey. Lopez left for a little bit but came back this season. And yeah, we find ourselves here. So if you missed the last video, go and watch it first. If you've not seen it and are not interested, I'll quickly run you up to speed. We played our last games of the season and we've lost the Premier League title by a point. We won all 3 of our games we had to do, but so too did Manchester City, and that means we are here today. For the team selection, I'm actually going to skip the days a few more days ahead here. I was talking to you guys in the comment section about who should I start ahead of this final, because there were 1 or 2 players, Jonathan David and Isbardi, who were performing really well and arguably should be starting this final. So what I'm going to do is very quickly, I'm going to sit here, have a think to myself, make my team, and then you'll see it for us ready to go into game. So I'll be back in just a second. Alright, so a pre-match press conference for the final time in the series. Will we see more of Solano today? I'll say rotation is key. You haven't seen the team selection yet, but I know who's starting the game. And also as well, Victor Kovalenko has kindly said that Diego Lopez can captain the side tonight. And should we lift the trophy, he'll be the one to do it. Along with Kovalenko, of course. But it seems right. How did you manage fatigue? We worked hard to get here. And we're not about to let them just walk away with the cup. I love that line. That's a very, very good response. My lads will give everything they've got. You secured a clear victory in your previous match. Do you think it's going to affect Atletico's morale? Probably not. They'll be focused on themselves. We'll be focused on us, of course. So that's how the game will play out. So it's time then for this Champions League final. 8 minutes a half for you to enjoy. The only game of today's video, but it's probably the biggest game in the club's history. So I've actually gone to the wrong screen here. So we'll do it like this. Obviously, you'll see it very briefly, but I will show you the sliders first, and then we'll go through the team in-game. I think it's a bit more authentic that way. Both teams wearing their home kits. So game settings, just to show you. Slider settings, as always, on the AI side. And then on our side, everything at 50. As I said, 8 minutes and a half. We'll talk about the teams in-game. The teams make the journey out of the tunnel. And just to let you know as well, we are playing at Old Trafford. So although we're not at our home ground, we are still in England. Will that play it into our advantage? Wait a minute. It doesn't seem like team selections have come up on screen. So that is rather disappointing. So I guess what I'll do is I'll go into the player ratings bit and go through there. So I don't know why that was. I didn't skip anything. Well, I skipped to the point where... In fact, no, I didn't, because I listened to the Champions League theme song, so that was weird. Anyway, Henderson starts in goal, as you'd probably expect. Our fullbacks, Serginho Dest and Pedrosa. Godfrey and Ayer line up as the 2 centre-backs. We do have Kimpembe back and fit on the bench, but I've decided to go with Ben Godfrey and Ayer. Martinez in front of them. Declan Rice may be unfortunate to miss out tonight. Kovalenko in front of him. Lopez just on the right-hand side of them. Captain's armband tonight. As I said, Kovalenko being very kind and handing that over to the main man. Vargas on the left. Solano up front. Saint Maximin on the right. So you'll notice no Enis Bardi, no Jonathan David. I've decided that at half-time, David will come on and Bardi will come on as well. And we'll see who's performing out of the rest of the players on that pitch. And whoever isn't will be the ones we take off. So it could be Solano gets a half. It might be that he gets the full game and Vargas or St. Maximin come off and David takes place in there. We'll see how the game goes. But yeah, that's the team I've decided to go with. And we'll see how that goes. On the other side of that, Atletico Madrid line up in their 4-4-2. They've got all black in gold. Diallo, Jimenez, Mancini, Atal, Lamar, Saul, Schlager, Kalu, Felix, and Petagna. Really, it's João Felix we need to worry about. Saul, Lamar, maybe Kalu. But all in all, I know I said this before, I think we've got the better team. Atletico known for their defending capabilities, but here is Solano looking for the first chance of the evening! Oh my goodness! Cristian Solano! Now I guess we're justified. I guess it's justified why he started up front. I was saying before I got a bit tongue twisted, Atletico are usually renowned for their defending quality. And really, there isn't a massive you do against that. Apologies if you heard my phone there. There isn't a massive amount you do against that because all it is Solano picking it up in an area where the angle's very tight, pulling it back on the right foot and whipping it into the top corner. What a goal in this Champions League final. Ayer finds the feet of Lopez, taking out 3 or 4 players in the process with one pass through. Martinez has the run of Lopez. It's over the top. Lopez! Oh, what a goal that would have been. He tries to hit it first time on the volley, and it's come back off the top of the crossbar and gone out. Oblak, I think, has it covered anyway, if that's a little bit lower. It needed to be lower to go in, but I think he would have made the save. For the start we've made to this game, our 2 highest rated players showing up inside 12 minutes. Pedrosa towards Lopez. The run in from Vargas here. And it's a great run as well. An even better pick out from Diego Lopez. Vargas can go towards the byline. Lift it to the back post. Alan St. Maximin's header is over the crossbar. We've had 3 chances now. The goal, Lopez hitting the bar, and that one. But the composure we are showing on the ball is unreal. Like, we've had a couple of times where Atletico have pressed us, and really if we lose it, we're in trouble, but we are just so calm, and our ability to play out from the back is being showcased here. Martinez through to Lopez, and this is the area, if you're an opponent, you do not want him having the ball in because he can do things like that. What a ball to Kovalenko, slightly overplayed though now because he found Lopez again. We go to Kovalenko, and that should be a penalty, referee. It is. Well, we still managed to salvage a chance at the end of this, but really, I think we should have shot with Kovalenko. I don't know why I tried to play it back. I kind of just maybe thought I wanted to give Lopez the goal, but Kovalenko wins the penalty anyway. It's a chance to make it 2 from the spot. Atletico are just being outplayed here. It's as simple as that. I mentioned I thought we had the better team on paper, and well, it's looking a little bit like that in the first half. Solano has taken responsibility here. Now, we haven't really got a top-tier penalty taker at the club, so I guess we'll leave it to Solano. In the end, it's straight down the middle and saved. I actually wanted to put that to the left, but that's what happens when you've only got 70-something penalties. Looking back at that penalty as well, that was probably the most casual penalty reaction miss you've ever seen in your life. Oh, what a save. What a save. This man is running the game right now. This is the Lopez we all know and love. Spent time in Madrid with Real, of course. Well, he's coming back to Hornet Madrid's side. It's just not Real. Half-time here at Old Trafford then. The score is in our favour. The chances in our favour. Atletico yet to really have anything in the game worthy of calling a chance. For us, though, it's looking good. Second half underway. The 2 changes coming through. David and Bardi both on for Vargas and Kovalenko. Lovely ball through here, and Petagna is in. And this could be a chance back for Atletico, off the line by Ben Godfrey. Goal-saving clearance. Well done to him. Adley now has this. The chance is still there, though. Henderson came a long way and wasn't really looking favourite to get to that when Petagna got through. But we live anyway, and we still have this 1-goal advantage, thankfully down to the immense defending of Ben Godfrey. And I will say as well, up until that point, Atletico needs somebody to kind of man-mark Diego Lopez because he's dropping into little pockets of space and nobody gets near him when he's on the ball. I mean, there he just made a run through, so that's a little bit different. But like now, here we go. He's on the ball again. This time it looks like Adley is the one trying to stay with him. Turning away, surely a free kick, ref. Nothing given, but Lopez back heel to Solano. What a touch as well from Solano to take that away. That is what those two will do to you. Just as they might have had an equalising goal, they're hit for a second. Cristian Solano's got it. And you saw who made it. The captain on the night. I mean, that's a bit of a foul there, ref. We play on anyway. We take it, we move. And then Solano just gets his head down over the ball, smash it in the bottom corner. Get in. St. Maximin, Lopez, look how stretched they are now, Atletico here, as they've tried to get back in this one. And Jonathan David will wrap it all up, ladies and gentlemen, with a lovely goal. Takes it round Jan Oblak, and then has the job of finishing it off. Quality is that. And I'm really proud of the performance tonight. A minute away from full time and injury time even, so yeah, a little bit longer to play as David is here. You can see the tired legs from Atletico. They do not know what to do. Solano, he's in for his hat-trick. It's come from Atletico's corner up the other end. And we've just ran the full length of the pitch because David has fresh legs and coming on at half-time. Lays it on a plate for Solano in his hat-trick. And there's two things to talk about in this game today. Number one, I knew we had to turn up and perform professionally, composed on the ball, control the game, not allow Atletico even a sight of goal to begin with because defensively, they're so solid. If they'd have got in front, we'd have been struggling to break them down. That did not happen. The second of those things is that two players in particular, Diego Lopez and Cristian Solano, who've been with us throughout this series, I'd argue this is one of their best performances today. Especially Solano. On that ball, he has been magnificent. And they haven't got close to him. It's one of these Champions League final performances of a certain individual that you remember. And I know obviously you won't see many of the clips because of the fact they don't result in chances or goals. But just in and around this centre midfield area, he's picked up the ball so many times, escaped challenges, just played the passes off and allowed us to have the time on the ball. And he's a worthy winner today. And he'll be a worthy player to lift Forest Green Rovers' first ever Champions League trophy, ladies and gentlemen. The scoreline says it all. This team are magnificent. And yeah, you know, you can say lots of stuff. You can say that Atletico didn't turn up, but we were, again, quality. There's one goal in particular I want to take another look at, and it's this one. It's the first one of the night. When you see it from this angle in a moment, just look at the quality of the finish from Solano. Here, watch this. He wraps his foot around this ball, and there's absolutely no chance any goalkeeper in the world saves that. What a goal it is. And that's the goal that starts it all off. So, yeah, what more can you say than great day at the office for us. Solano makes it 2. Obviously, after Lopez's little back heel through to him, the touch as well there. Exquisite takes it away. And finishes off very nicely. And then we have Jonathan David getting himself on the score sheet after Lopez lays it on a plate. And then he has so much to do. Goes around the goalkeeper. Finishes it off. Look at the fans as well. Almost running onto the pitch to celebrate. Lovely stuff from him. And then the end of it all was, the hat-trick goal, wasn't it? Yeah, Solano. What can you say? What can you say about this, man? But I will see you to wrap up all of the series and such in just a moment. There was a shot there as well where Lopez was lifting the trophy and he had like loads of people around him. I think Solano was in the shot as well, a few other ones. And I was kind of thinking, you know, what a way to end it. So, PSG are winners of the Europa League. They beat Roma by 2-0. As you've seen, there he is, ladies and gentlemen, stood next to the trophy. And player of the competition as well went to Diego. Let me read this. It wasn't even the Johan Cruyff Arena, it was Old Trafford, but alright. Was host to a massive display of force from Forest Green Rovers as they emerged victorious over Atletico Madrid. With a 4-0 win, Lopez leading the celebrations after the final whistle. The fans in Nailsworth are getting ready to give their squad of heroes a warm welcome home. It's not a very big place, is Nailsworth. So I wonder where they're doing that then. Forest Green Rovers' conquest of Europe for the first time in the club's history will see them join an elite selection of only 23 teams. Madness. Absolute madness. But I guess to tie up some of the other stuff then, so we know what's what. The league, oh, that's painful to look at. 101 points, didn't win the league, finished second behind Manchester City. We spoke about that last video. The FA Cup, let's see who won that then in the end. It was Manchester City, so they do the double domestically, the league and the cup. Europa League we've already looked at. Is there anything else? No, I don't think there's anything else to cover there. I guess quickly, we'll have a quick look at the top teams from around each of the other leagues and then talk about how we've done in the series. So we'll go to the French league first. PSG winning the Europa League and winning the league as well. 37 wins, 1 defeat. Into the Bundesliga, it's Bayern, undefeated, still topping in Germany. Dortmund second. That's the Calcio B. I want the Calcio A, or Serie A. There it is. Juve are still on top in Italy, as you'd probably expect. And for the Spanish league, Real. So, Atletico, they were only the third best team in Spain. And they knocked out Barcelona, who were second. Part of me was hoping to have got Real Madrid. That would have been such a cool game, wouldn't it, for Lopez to have played against. It doesn't matter anyway, because he won the Champions League now. But now looking at where they finished in the league and looking at how they played on the night, I can kind of understand maybe why it was so one-sided. Because, you know, we are an unreal team and they're not even like the best team in Spain, not even the second best team in Spain. In fact, 11 points away from that, which I know is not an easy feat because Barcelona and Real are so good, but quite surprised with that. In any case, that's how the rest of the leagues line up. So let's have a look at how we've done in our career, and we'll sign off with a squad report. So we started things off, of course, way back in season number 1 in League 2, where we finished first, 39 wins, 11 defeats to our name. And that's where it all began. Before we moved into League 1, we paid £2.3 million for Guru Zeta. If I remember, we brought him because he scored a couple of goals towards the back end of that League 2 season, which was enabled us to win the league in the end. Record transfer fee received was Gaber. We finished third this season though. Had to go up through the playoffs, through the promotion playoff final. And yeah, that was an interesting time. Which we then ended up in the, I believe, championship, right? Yeah, the championship. Now, This was the game against Brentford. This was that game where things could have gone so differently. You know, if we didn't manage to win that, and there was a time that it was looking a little bit ropey, who knows had we have got to this point now, because obviously I'm literally just finishing this the day before FIFA 21 is released, or at least allowed through access. So if we'd have been stuck in the Championship for another season, maybe we wouldn't have won a Champions League. So that game has massive impact on this series. And if you've not seen that match, what a game it was. Go and watch it again. So you finished third, got promotion through the playoffs. Samwat El Ghazi returned, a hero of my 2017 career modes. Guruzeta went for £10 million. You kind of forget some of the players that you've had here until you see their names pop up again. First season in the Premier League, we brought in Todibo, we brought in a few other names as well. We sold Gelhard for £12.5 million, finishing 8th in our first Premier League season, which was a massive achievement at the time as well. Very, very happy with that one. Of course, that brings us up to the season just gone, not the one you've just seen, the one last year, where we finished first, winning the league. Alan St. Maximin, the big addition to the team, £55 million. But Lopez, 305 to Real Madrid, where, as we know, that wasn't his home. Real Madrid wasn't where he felt at home. So you can see my record as we go year by year and how much it improves. We won the Carabao Cup as well that year, which is amazing. Don't think we've ever won the FA Cup, though, to be fair. I'm not too worried about that. That doesn't matter to me. But yeah, so that was that season. And then now, where Champions League, Community Shield, second in the league, unfortunately, not quite first. Lopez returns home, lifts the Champions League trophy, and Todibo went for £130 million. Seems quite baffling to still be on £13,000 a week, by the way, considering we've just won a Champions League trophy. All in all, though, we now sit one club, one league title, 2 domestic cups, which I'm assuming is the Community Shield and the Carabao Cup, 1 Continental Cup, which is the Champions League. Our biggest win, a 6-0 win over Oxford United. Our biggest defeat, a 5-0 defeat to Manchester City. With an overall record of 344 games, 236 wins, 51 defeats, 57 losses, 657 goals scored, with 283 conceded. Insane. So, now we've seen that, let's have a look at our squad report, squad hub. See how players are getting on. I believe Solano's just gone to 94 rated, which is phenomenal. Now, I'm going to do it this way, so that way we can see the ratings of the players and such. And then, or should I do it stats? If I do stats, wait a minute. No, let's do it this way, so that way you can see how good the players are, and then I'll do it as stats afterwards. So starting with our goalkeepers then, obviously Strand, doesn't need talking about. Tyler Turner, maybe would have become number 1 at some stage, but he is now 21. Dean Henderson, though. What can you say about this guy? Especially the first season in the Premier League. He was just so good and made numerous big saves in games. So I think moving forward, even into probably FIFA 21, my goalkeeper of choice will be Dean Henderson. What a man and what a player. Pedrosa is an interesting one. 99 pace he's finished with. 84 dribbling, 81 passing. He sort of just did the job. I don't think he ever stood out, but he definitely did the job for us at fullback. So very happy with him. We didn't even have a backup left back really. Jose Antonio probably should have become a club legend. Never really seemed to lock down a spot in the team and never really got to a good enough point to do so. And he's leaving anyway, so let's not talk too much about him. Kimpembe only been here since January, as brought in for that Todibo sale that we made to Manchester United. But in the 6 months he was here up until he got that injury, I say 6 months, he literally got injured, didn't he, after 6 or 7 games. He was doing a very good job. Christopher Ayer, top quality centre-back. Very solid, very highly recommended. Ben Godfrey, goal line clearance in that Champions League final. Again, another one of those who just sort of did the job they needed to do. Maybe a bit of an unsung hero at times. But we move on to probably, I'd say, one of my top 3 players from this series. Serginho Dest. Because when we brought him in, I wasn't really sure what kind of impact he would have. And the impact that he did eventually make was second to none. Now 87 rated. He's one of those players that I'll definitely remember. And he's one of those players that I want to bring back when I go into FIFA 21. Whatever series I do, wherever I'm at, Serginho Dest will be a player who I'll be very... not necessarily straight away, but I want to get him at some point in that series. Because if I go to like League 2, the chances are I'm not going to get him straight away. But Dest is one that I'll bring back for sure. What a player. And probably out of the real players that I had in this team, one of the ones I remember most. So yeah, great service from him. Lacerda, good in the championship. Sort of alright in the first season. Never really got into the team this time around. But another one of the ones who just were there. Declan Rice, not fantastic, not bad. Again, just did the job we needed him to do. Martinez, similarly as well at that. Solid option for you to have at CDM. Can play left back as well, and he did a few times for me. Ennis Bardi, one of the ones who are a bit unfortunate to not have more game time this season when he's come into the team. He's done bits. Very, very happy with this guy. Yeah, Jonathan David, another one. Not been here long, but when he's been in the team, he scored some important goals, some vital goals as well. And we thank him for that because who knows? Ultimately, it didn't matter the goals he scored in the Premier League, but at that time, we didn't know we'd lose the league by a single point. So, stepped up when we needed him to. Club captain Victor, another one of the ones I want to bring back in FIFA 21. Happily and very selflessly gave over the captain's armband to Diego Lopez for him to lift it. So, just shows you the sort of person he is, the quality that he's got, and Victor Kovalenko holds a special place in this series. As I scroll down, we're going to get to the man himself, but we'll talk about him in a moment. Keep scrolling. Vargas, solid winger. Did a very, very good job, especially creating chances down that side, as too did Saint Maximin. And out of the two of those guys, they were my two, wide men of choice, if you will. Pedro de la Vega at that point sort of fell out of the team because these two were doing so well. So, de la Vega, we know what's happened with him. He's going to City, but we don't continue the series anyway. Alan Saint Maximin, one of those players that just sort of gives you that flair. He's one to watch, obviously. Had a great season, was it, this year and last year, in fact, in terms of assists. So, made chances, did what he needed to do. And then we scroll down to that man, who I'm not even sure who you give player of the series to. Would you give it to Solano? Would you give it to Dest? Would you give it to Lopez? I'll let you guys have that conversation in the comment section. But as strikers go, I'm not sure he's on levels with Riera Canadell, because Riera Canadell is just, he's one of those people that you just remember and remember. People will remember Solano, but I don't think it'll be, or at least me, I won't remember him to the same degree that I remember Riera Canadell, but still, special place in the series, and one of the best strikers, if not the best in the world of football. 5-star weak foot. We'll go on to how many goals he scored this season in a moment, but yeah. I don't even know what to say about them. We're going to scroll through to Lopez now, and I don't know what to say. I'm kind of just lost for words. 97 rated we'll finish on. The highest player in terms of rating I've ever had in any Road to Glory career mode. I think the Champions League final speaks for itself. Just how well he played and what he did. I think that has to be the defining sort of moment of Diego Lopez and his Forest Green Rovers career. So, thank you to him. Thank you to all these players. Let me know who your favourite player was down below in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on the player of the year as well. That'll be an interesting debate to have. Solano finishing on 38 goals in 51 games this season. Lopez 26 with 22 assists as well. Bardi with 15. I'll scroll through and you can have a look at the levels at which these players have contributed to the side and all that good stuff. But I want to thank you so much for watching the series. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. I've rambled for long enough now as well. And hopefully, you're excited to see what comes in FIFA 21, which is right around the corner. If you are new around here and like what you see, hit that subscribe button down below to follow me and help me get one step closer to the magic number of 100,000 subscribers. Let me know if I missed anything off that you guys wanted to see, but for the last time in the Road to Glory series, at least for FIFA 20, we're signing off. I hope you have a great day, a great evening, stay safe, and I'll catch you all again soon. Adios.